Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga. Today we are going to focus on our legs. We're going to get hamstrings, we're going to get quads, we're going to get hips, we're going to get glutes. So thanks for being here and let's get going, guys. So a seated position that feels good to you, and we're going to get into those hips. If the hips are really tight, I invite you to sit up on a bolster or a pillow or a block, just something to give you a little bit of height so that you're not quite so intensely getting into those hips just yet. Let's roll those shoulders up and back and let the shoulders slide down and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. And shoulders slide down and away. Let's walk those hands forward and we're just going to release the weight of the upper body down. Let your head be heavy. So we're going to get into all of those muscles in the lower body. They do so much work for us each and every day. The hip joints, those knees, the ankles, the muscles through the front of the legs, the backs of the legs. Those big powerful muscles in your glutes, giving them some love. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands forward a little bit further and release the weight of the upper body back down. A little press of the tailbone towards your mat, a little tuck of your chin towards your chest. A little bonus stretch, lower back, shoulders. I love bonus stretches. Even when we're working specific places in the body, other parts of the body get those benefits as well. Part of what I love about the yoga stretches. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. And exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Let's turn and open up those legs about the width of your mat. Knees are going to be bent. Sit up nice and tall. And again, let's hinge it forward. Keeping the length in the spine. Nice flat back. And then go ahead and round it over. Now we can keep the hands resting on the feet, the legs, or you can walk your hands forward. A little bonus stretch again through the shoulders and that lower back, getting into your groin, those inner thighs, outer hips, glutes. And breathe. Slowly walking those hands back up. Let's extend those legs out long, flexing your feet, and just notice the backs of the legs. Moving the fleshy part of your bum away from the floor so you can feel that connection of those sit bones against it. Just flex those feet, nice long stretch down the backs of the legs. And then pointing those toes, feeling that nice stretch through the front of the shins and through the ankles. Pull those feet back, flex your feet. And again, point. Releasing the hands down by your sides, flex those feet, staff pose. With that long spine, that good posture, what do you notice? That's a deeper stretch down the backs of the legs. And breathe. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, begin to hinge it forward. If you need to soften those feet, release your hands, and relax the weight of your head. Still early on in the practice. So if you're like, wow, those hamstrings and calves are tight, it's okay. Don't judge. We're going to work on it. We'll come back to this pose towards the end of this session and see how much it's changed. Both range of motion as well as the less of intensity. Hopefully it's pretty significant. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall and release those arms down by your sides. Let's create a Z shape with those legs, pulling that left foot in. Right foot's going to be behind us, and we're going to sit up nice and tall. Walking the hands forward out over that left shin. Getting into the hip. Again, bonus stretch through that lower back. And just breathe. Groin, glutes, outer hip, inner thigh. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk your hands out over that left knee and reach to your right fingertips just as far as you can reach. And relax the weight of your upper body down. You can support with that left hand if you like. And we pull that right hand back in and let's switch sides. Left foot goes behind, right foot comes in into that letter Z shape, and let's walk it forward. Out over that right shin. You can stack your hands or you can extend those arms. and just relax as best you can. Use as much support in your hands as you need. Be kind, be gentle. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk those hands out over that right knee. And again, you can extend those arms. We're going to reach through those left fingertips. So get that nice long stretch all the way down that left side. And let's slowly walk those hands back in. We're going to come up onto both knees and sit it back onto those heels. Oh, how's those quads feel? How do those knees feel? Just sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach to the sky, we rise. And as you exhale, arch it back. Nice long stretch down the front of the legs and through the belly. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, pull the hands to heart center as you sit back to those heels. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, open those arms. Inhale, reach to the sky and sit it back to your heels, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, circle the arms to the back and release your hands to tabletop. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core's nice and strong. We're going to tuck our toes and lift our knees just an inch off of the mat. Core is strong and engaged. As you exhale, extend those legs, shift your weight back towards your heels, and alternate bending knees. Just feeling that nice long stretch down the backs of the legs. Let your head be heavy. Soften your face. And just breathe. As you exhale, let both heels gently sink. Taking a gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. Again, hamstrings, just feeling that nice long stretch all the way down the backs of the legs. Let your arms be heavy. Bring your hands to your elbows and gently sway side to side. Big deep breaths and just let go. Coming back to center. Relax your arms and just ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. All the way up to mountain pose. Circling those arms, those shoulders up and back. And shoulders slide down and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. And let those shoulders slide down and away. Pulling the hands to heart center. We shift our weight to our left foot. Right foot crosses in front of the left. Big toe just barely touching the earth. And then we lift that right ankle just above the left knee. Beginning to sit it back. Firing up the muscles through the front of the leg. Stretching that right hip, right glute. Inhale, half lift, we rise. And exhale, we sink. Again, inhale, we rise. And exhale, we sink. Inhale, rise. Extend those arms to the sky. Lift that right knee to 90 degrees and then kick that right foot straight back. Right hand comes down, holding on along the inside or the arch of your foot, drawing your knees towards one another. Dancer's pose. If you like, begin to kick that right foot into your hand. Hand guides your foot to the sky. We hinge it forward, a little deeper into our dancer's pose, stretching through the quadricep, strong through that supporting leg. Inhale, we slowly rise, releasing the hands to heart center, kicking that right heel out just slightly, and sit your sit bones back. Bending that left knee, right hand reaching down towards those right toes, placing that left hand to the left thigh. Inhale, stand tall, pull those hands to heart center, shift your weight to your right foot. Breathe, crossing that left foot in front of the right. And then lifting that left ankle just above the right knee, rolling that left knee open to our figure four. And we begin to sit it back. Getting into that left hip. Finding that breath. Slow and steady. Inhale, half lift, we rise. Exhale, we sink. Again, inhale, we rise. And exhale, we sink. This time, inhale, we rise, extending those arms to the sky, lifting that left knee to 90 degrees, and then kick that left foot back. Left hand circles around behind, taking a hold along the inside of that left foot. Dancer's pose. Remaining here or pressing that left foot into your hand as your hand guides your foot to the sky. Hinging as deeply into dancer's pose as you like. And inhale, we rise. Kicking that left heel forward, sitting back onto that right heel, right knee bends, left fingertips reach down towards those left toes, and that right hand just resting on your thigh. Nice long stretch down the back of that left leg. Inhale, rise, pulling that left heel back in, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, take a giant step back with your left foot. Let's bring that back knee to the mat, untuck the toes, lifting those arms to our half crescent. Pelvis remains facing front. Release that right hand to the right thigh. Left arm reaches up and back as we open our chest to the sky, pressing those hips forward, feeling that long stretch all the way down that front of that left leg. Inhale, we rise. Circle that left arm back. A little lean back if that feels okay to you. Right arm extends to the sky, gazing down just out beyond that left shoulder. Inhale, we rise. Windmill those arms around. Left hand to the inside of the right foot. Rotate your body and reach. Right arm to the sky. We can keep that back knee down or tuck your toes and extend that back leg. Breathe, getting into that outer hip. As you exhale, release that right hand to the inside of your foot. Heel toe your feet out, or your foot out to the outside edge of your mat, and then center those hands underneath you. Hold here for just a moment. What do you feel? Groin, hips, quadriceps, hip flexors. And as you're ready, drawing that left foot in across from the right to frog pose. As you exhale, lowering that bottom down, lifting the chest. If that doesn't feel right to you, come back to your frog pose. Gently release your hands, lifting your bum. Stepping that left foot back. And then the right. Lift your hips to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. As you exhale, circle those arms forward. Back of the hands are going to pull towards the back of the mat as you open your chest, gaze to the sky. Big circle those arms up and overhead. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, take a giant step back with your right foot. Back knee comes to the mat. Untuck your toes. Lift those arms to your half crescent. Releasing that left hand down, right arm up and back. Pressing the hips forward, reaching back with that right hand. Feels pretty good. Stretching through the belly, through the front of that right leg. Inhale it up nice and tall. Circle that right arm back. Right arm, fingertips reaching towards that back leg. Gazing just out beyond that right shoulder. Left arm takes up and back. Breathe. Little challenge for the balance. Inhale, windmill those arms up and over, placing that right hand to the inside of your left foot. Rotate your body and reach. Left arm to the sky. We can keep that back knee down or tuck your toes and lift that back knee, rotating and reaching. Find your breath. As you exhale, releasing that left hand down, both hands to the inside of your foot. Heel toe that left foot out to the outside edge of your mat. Center your hands and hold here, allowing those hips to be heavy. And we draw that right foot in across from the left. Once again, frog pose. And if it feels good to you, as you exhale, lower your bottom, lift the chest, pull those hands to heart center to our garland pose or our yogi squat. As you exhale, release your hands and extend those legs. Lowering that head, allow it to be heavy. Soften your face and just that beautiful stretch all the way down the backs of the legs. A little shift of your weight forward into your toes and then back towards your heels, into the toes, and again those heels. Center your weight, lowering your bum to frog. Stepping your right foot back and then the left. And as you exhale, lift those hips to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward folds. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And as you exhale, take a giant step, opening those arms, opening those legs all the way out to our wingspans. Breathe, inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, pull the hands to heart center, bend that left knee, sink low, long stretch down the inner thigh of that right leg. We rise. And exhale, sink, bend that right knee. Again, long stretch. Inhale, we rise. And exhale, we sink. Inhale, we rise. And exhale, we sink. This time we're going to add on a little bit. Inhale, we rise, and exhale, bending that left knee, releasing that left hand, reach it up with those right fingertips, and back to heart center as we rise, and sink. Right hand down, left arm high, look up, and reach, and rise. This time sink, hands to heart center, lift those right toes, sit your bottom down. Turn, lowering that left knee down. We open it back up and we rise and sink and lower and rotate, open and rise. Let's do that one more time. I know this one's intense, guys. Building up to it. That's why we did that the way we did. Open and rise. Lots of strength, lots of flexibility. Lots of stretch. Rotate. Open and rise. Nice work. Extend those arms out to a T. Reach to the sky. As you exhale, open those arms to a nice wide V. Gaze to the sky. Inhale it up nice and tall. Pull those hands to heart center. Let's heel toe those feet in twice. And extend those arms out to a T. Hinge it forward. Release your hands behind your legs. Use the strength of the arms to pull that upper body towards the space between the legs. A little shift of your weight forward into your toes. And breathe. Center your weight. Release your arms. Just let them hang. And slowly roll it up, one vertebra at a time. With a big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. We turn and step back to the mat, top of the mat to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank, toes or knees, crocodile. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhale and sweep that right foot through. Left knee to the mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, reach to the sky. We circle that left arm around behind. Drawing that back foot in. We can keep that right arm extended. You can place it on your hand. You can reach it to the sky. Pulling that left heel in towards your bum. Balance, stability, strength. Breathe. Gently releasing, circling, both arms up and over, hands on either side of your foot. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. Open up those hips, add a flex of your foot and a bend of that right knee. Draw your heel towards your bum. We extend that right leg to the sky and gently release it down. Let's inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. And we shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back knee to the mat. Untuck your toes. Lift those arms to our half crescent. We circle that right arm back, drawing that back foot in. Taking a hold of that back foot, you're welcome to lower the arm to shoulder height. You can place that left hand to that left knee. We're going to draw that back foot in. Little balance. Little core strength and a humongous stretch down the front of that right leg. Strong through the core. Breathe. We gently release, circling those arms up and over, hand on either side of your foot. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. Add a flex of your foot and a bend of that left knee, drawing your heel towards your bum. Just that beautiful long stretch down the back of that right leg. Feels so good. Extend left leg to the sky and gently release it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile. Press it through up dog. Sit it back to child's pose. Breathe, stretching the quads, the glutes. Really nice release for that lower back. Take the time you need. As you're ready, walk your hands up. Come over onto one hip and sweep your feet around. Go ahead and slide on down towards the top of your mat. And we're going to cross that right foot up and over, tucking that right foot back by that left hip. Sitting up nice and tall, holding on to that right foot with your left hand. And we walk it out, taking a hold along the inside of that left foot, lengthening through the crown of the head. Breathe. Long stretch down the back of the left leg into that right hip. Let's switch and take that left hand to the inside of your foot. Rotate and reach. Right arm in a diagonal line. Find your breath. Inhale, lift that right arm. Release it down by your side. We sit up nice and tall, extending that right leg. Left foot crosses, pulling that left foot back by that right hip. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe. And slowly hinge it forward. Lengthening that spine. Breathe in slow and steady. We switch. Right hand to the inside of the right foot. Rotate and extend. Left arm in a diagonal line. Working to rotate the body. What do you feel? And where? We circle that left arm back up and over, placing the hand by your hip and walk it back up, extending both legs out long, again to our staff pose, pressing the palms down towards the earth, pulling those toes back towards your shins. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. Tummy down, chest down, hands, and relax the weight of your upper body down. So here we are revisiting our forward fold. Hopefully breath is a little less intense. Stretch a little less intense. Range of motion has improved immensely. Celebrating all the little wins. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall and release your hands down by your sides. Let's turn and sit cross-legged. I invite you to take the leg that is least comfortable in front. So wherever your go-to is, switch it to the other side. Sit up nice and tall, close your eyes. We pull the hands to heart center. And we take a moment to find our breath and connect to it. We take a moment with a grateful heart to thank the mind and body for this journey today, this grand adventure called life. We learn, we play, we explore each and every day on our mats, outside, through work, through family and friends. We keep life fun, interesting. We keep a sense of humor and love within our hearts. Let's gently open those eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel loosey-goosey, and I hope those hips just feel amazing. Hamstrings, quads, ankles, calves, all of them. Just feeling fantastic. You guys, thank you for joining me today. Take care of yourself, and until the next time, namaste.